two of the best players in the game in Kevin Durant and Giannis Antetokounmpo, and both guys did not disappoint. Let's start with Giannis right here. That's a tough bucket for most people, maybe not for Giannis. A little later on, you got Giannis on the defensive end here, coming off the weak side, big block, not going to get the ball back right away. Fights for it down low, probably gets away with the push-up. I think that was a push-up. That's okay, didn't get called. Giannis gets the bucket. A little later on, Ben Simmons. Nice pass there to Kyrie Irving. And then Kyrie going to get to the lane himself, just doing special things like Kyrie does. He had 27 points, 9 rebounds in the game. How about KD down low? Too big, too talented, more Durant. 33 points, 6 rebounds for him in the game. And at this point, Brooklyn up by 12. Looked pretty good. In the third, though, Patty Mills goes down on what Steve Nash believes to be an offensive foul by Giannis, and Nash is heated. You rarely see Steve Nash get this hot. He was ejected from the game, and he's probably a little upset because, hey, listen, the pressure is high in Brooklyn, but then they also got to come up with a game plan to stop this guy. 34 was running amok out there. Just too strong. Giannis doing whatever he wanted on the floor. At this point right here, Ben Simmons, yeah, you got no hope down low. Giannis, 43 points, 14 rebounds, 3 blocks, as Milwaukee beat the Sixers, who are 1-3 coming into this game. The last time Philly was in Toronto, they were eliminating the Raptors in Game 6 of that first round series last spring, where Joel was unstoppable. Pascal Siakam, pretty good in the last couple of games of that series. Real nice on this one. He's going to hit the jumper over PJ Tucker right there, and then he lets PJ know about it. Yeah, got in his ear a little bit. Siakam, 15 points in the quarter. Fred VanVleet to OG Anunoby, and look at the clear path. Where is the defense there? A little later on, it's VanVleet getting the jumper. Toronto up 63-53 at the break. Big man, Embiid, great move down low. Then the Raptors not helping themselves. They're going to turn it over. Harris over to Tyrese Maxey for the beautiful finish and one. Off the Raptors inbound, DeAnthony Melton, the new guy, over to Maxey. Easy 2 for him. Toronto up by 6 at this point. And then late in the game, it was Gary Trent Jr. really took over. Going to get the elbow jumper. And then VanVleet going to block James Harden's shot right here. Raptors in transition. Kind of sloppy play. Going to end up here, though, in Trent's hands. And that's a good thing. Hits the 3. Toronto up 106-93. And then Pascal just creating for his teammates. Fred from deep. And then Siakam one more time here. This time going to penetrate and find Scotty Barnes all alone down low. Siakam, 20 points, but check this. A career-high 13 assists in the game. As the Toronto Raptors go even Cavaliers, you got the super rookie Paolo Banchero and Donovan Mitchell, who has been lighting it up offensively for his new squad. Jared Allen, not so bad either. The one-hander right there. Banchero gonna drive inside, off the glass and in. Check in on Mitchell, crossover, just smooth getting in the lane. Banchero then gonna answer right before the end of the first. This dude and his offensive repertoire is something different. Off the turnover, Banchero, hey, he's not gonna get every bucket, okay? He's gonna miss some shots. Does miss here. Bull, though, cleaning it up. Cleveland still up at that point. Cole Anthony trying to do something about that. Ties the game up at 46. Then off the miss, it's Mitchell getting the offensive rebound and puts that thing back. Cleveland up 54-50. Him and Banchero get some nice 1-2 chemistry. Oh, they could be scary. Wagner looking real nice. 22 points, 5 rebounds, 5 assists in the game. And then Jared Allen down low, just too strong. Bully ball right there. Big time move on Bull. How about the other big man, Evan Mobley? Slick from the outside. Hits the pull-up jumper. Then in the fourth, Banchero. I mean, like I said, this guy can score in so many different ways. He is so impressive as a rookie. 29 points, 8 rebounds in the game. But Mitchell continues to pour it on for Cleveland. Not at the pace he has to start the season, just 14 points, 8 assists, but he was getting a lot of help from his teammates. Karis LeVert back to Mobley. He had 22 in the game as the Cavaliers go on to win 103.
With an unbeaten record, you saw Jimmy Butler, Damian Lillard. This is Damian Lillard getting loose on the pull-up three. Portland up by 6. Lillard had 22 on the game, second quarter. Jimmy Butler goes right down the heart and gets a jam there. Then it's Lillard missing the three, and Kyle Lowry finds Butler on the other end for the jam at the half. In Lillard comes down awkwardly and grimaces. You're going to want to just keep your eye on it there. 2 looks at it. Lillard would go to the locker room and not return, originally being called a right calf strain. You're going to want to stick and stay with NBA.com for any updates on his condition. Jimmy Butler gets a steal here from Anthony Simons and gets a fast break jam. He had 17 points, and Tyler Hero knocks down a deep three-pointer. Hero had 14. Kyle Lowry gets a 3. He had 17, including 5 of 7 from 3. Caleb Martin steals it from Simons and throws it down on the other end. He had 16 points and 8 rebounds on the game. Here's another look at the defense that led to the offense that led to the jam. Later, bam, Adebayo on the floater. 18 points, 8 rebounds for Adebayo. Then Max Strus, a corner 3. I had 6 players in double-digit scoring in this one. They cruise home.
Troy Pistons taking on the Atlanta Hawks, and this matchup was 2 stars going at it. Yeah, throw up the graphic. You got Trae Young and Cade Cunningham battling it out. We start with Young in the first quarter, going to get the jumper. Young then driving in again, and boy, does he ever love this floater. It works for him well. Trae Young, 16 points in the quarter. Cade Cunningham, not to be outdone. Look at the finish right here for the youngster. Then Young driving to the rim, sacrificing the body. Young this time going to toss it up. John Collins, who's had a great start to the season, puts it down. Cade, though, showing off the handles here, exposing Collins. And then final seconds of the half, Cade with the jumper. Yep, that's good. Trae at 23 in the half. Break in the third. Isaiah Stewart with some great defense. What a block right there. Cade over to Bojan Bogdanovic, who had a big half. Cade is going to get blocked then. Trae going coast to coast. Turns on the turbo right there. Trae. How many times have we seen this? Step back 3. Gets it to go. So calm, so cool. That is a thing of beauty. Trae Young finished with 35 points in the game. Atlanta up by 2 at that point. After a Hawks turnover, Killian Hayes going to find the rook. Jalen Duren, freakishly athletic. Detroit up by 1. However, DeJounte Murray going to find Collins, who gets the layup. Atlanta back up. Bogdanovic then going to work. Hits the 3. Bogdanovic again off the screen this time. He was 6 of 12 from beyond the arc in this game. Bogdanovic 33 points. However, Atlanta still had the lead. And John Collins is going to seal it. Yeah, not Trae's best shot there, but eventually Collins will get it. Finish with 19 points.
And his Houston Rockets on the court as Houston gets set to take on Utah Jazz, and it's Jalen Green all the way to the hoop with the scoop left. A little bit of an off night for Jalen. He had 17.7 rebound. Mike Conley to Lauri Markkanen for the jam. There's another look at Markkanen getting the throw down. Then Markkanen pulling up for the three-pointer. This one's cash. Utah led it by a dozen at the break. Third quarter action. Clarkson goes up and gets the block on Jalen Green. Then we go the other way. Markkanen finds Clarkson, and Clarkson just sort of camped out in the corner, knocks down the 3. Later, Talen Horton-Tucker driving in for the dunk and 1 as he explodes to the hole. Watch it one more time. He'd make the free throw as well after that little foul. He had 14 points in the game. Utah up by 19. Kevin Porter getting Houston back into this thing. Drives in for the layup here. That cuts the lead down to 12. And then the Rockets force a turnover. And KPJ finishes with the jam here. He had 24 on the game. The lead down to 8. Lauri Markkanen really is the finisher. Here he is going up and getting the stuff on the alley-oop. Then Markkanen rolls to the hoop and throws down another match. 24 points, 9 rebounds
And we begin with Julius Randle. Check out the Euro step right here. Okay, that is nice right there. The Knicks up 23-18 early on. Former Knick Dennis Smith Jr., who's been playing really well in the absence of LaMelo Ball, Terry Rozier, is going to find James Bouknight, who hits the corner three. Game tied at 35. Jalen Brunson, the offseason prize for New York, gets the rebound, keeps it for himself. Good idea, gets the lay-in to go. Then later in the second, off the steal, Gordon Hayward knows he's got a chance, gets the ball, and gets 2 of his 21 points in the game. He also had 9 rebounds. New York's in this time finding a cutting R.J. Barrett, who had 22 points. Then Brunson gonna hook up with Evan Fournier. That's a nice no-look pass. New York in control at that point, but Smith Jr. up top for Jalen McDaniels. And then McDaniels gonna show the range, hits the corner three. And then Smith driving, nice no-look pass to Mason Plumlee for the dunk. Dennis Smith Jr. against his former squad, 14 points, 11 assists. Brunson picked up to hit big shots, and that is one right there. 27 points, 13 assists, 7 rebounds in the game. We're tied at 120. Gordon Hayward for the win. Oh, good look. Doesn't get it to go. We need overtime.
DeRozan and the Chicago Bulls playing host to the Indiana Pacers. We pick up action in the first. Zach LaVine takes the pass from DeRozan, stops at the top of the key, and just pops a little three-pointer here. 21-13 at that point, Chicago in front. In the second quarter we go. Goran Dragic drives and sends up the alley-oop pass, and Andre Drummond brings that one home. Watch again, beautiful little dish. Drummond goes and gets it, and Chicago up 44-27. DeRozan bringing the ball up, stops just inside the arc, takes a couple of stutter steps, then knocks down the jumper. Then it's DeRozan backing down, spinning, and just taking his time. That's patience down there. 71-50 Chicago in front. Zach LaVine, another three-pointer coming at you. Third quarter now, DeRozan driving the lane, pulls up and knocks down a jumper. He had 17 points in the game. Indiana's Buddy Hield heating up. He was 7 of 12 from range on the game. Jalen Smith finds Hield. He finds a three-pointer. And that's a positive for Indiana as they start rolling. Buddy Hield, another three-pointer. Then Chris Duarte to Hield. He buries another triple. He had 24 points in the game, and it's a single-digit advantage for the Bulls, but they start pulling away. DeRozan brings the ball up, drives the lane, lays one in, draws the foul as well. Then Bulls in transition. Javonte Green throwing it down. Then Zach LaVine to Dragic in the corner. He drains the long three-pointer. Now Alex Caruso to LaVine, open on the wing. He hits a three. He had 28 points, including 6 of 8 from range. And Chicago.
A lot of money. And one of those guys is Jalen Brunson. Gets a great look, hits the three. And then Julius Randle, crossover, getting into the lane. That is a tough shot. Julius Randle, 17 points, 6 boards in the game. New York up by 3. This looked like a 3 to tie the game for PJ Washington. He thought he hit it, but they rule it a 2. The play is reviewed, and you know what? You take a closer look. It stands. That's a 2. New York up by 1 at that point, and the New York Knicks win this one. A thriller in overtime. 134-131 the final. Tough loss.
3,000 career points mark in his career, and he's making a statement early in this one. His second three-pointer in the first minute of the game goes down. The nice ball movement, it leads to another 3 from Edwards. He had 16 points in the first quarter alone. Second quarter, Karl Anthony Towns in business. He had 21 points on the game. Minnesota up by 10 over San Antonio. Now Towns dishing it to D'Angelo Russell, who drives through the defense and slams this one down. Then Johnson draining a 3 to bring the Spurs within 7 points. Minnesota up 90-83 at that point. Later in the third, guess who? Anthony Edwards' corner 3 is money, and Minnesota goes up by 9. Fourth quarter now, Jalen Noel The driving dunk here as he just sort of surveys, but explodes to the rim. And Minnesota up by 14 points at that point. The Knoll on the alley-oop, throwing it up to Rudy Gobert, who brings that one home with stuff right there. Minnesota by 15 at that point, 116 to 101. But Keldon Johnson trying to keep the Spurs in this thing. Hits the three to keep within 10. He had 27 points on the game. It's 121 to 111. Over 5 minutes to go. Plenty of time. Towns the alley-oop to Rudy Gobert, though. Then it's Edwards in transition, making a nice spin move, finishing with the layup. He had 34 points and 9 assists. Minnesota getting with a hamstring injury. There you see him before the game. LeBron James hugging the two-time MVP Nikola Jokic before the Lakers take on the Denver Nuggets, and LeBron turning it over. Bruce Brown misses in transition. Aaron Gordon gets it and finds Jamal Murray, who comes right down the lane and stuffs that one home. Denver up by 3. Later in the first, Kendrick Nunn with the miss. Nikola Jokic, of course, rebounds. Bones Highland around the back to Jeff Green, and Jeff Green stuffs that one in. Watch it one more time. Nice little pass from Bones Highland. Looking good on the break there as Denver up by 4. Austin Reeves hitting LeBron, who turned on the gas and goes the other way and crunches that one in. James, 19 points, 9 assists, 7 rebounds, but 8 turnovers in this one. Nikola Jokic pump fakes, powers to the rim for the layup, plus the foul. He'd make the free throw. Denver up by 6. Under 7 seconds left in the half. Jamal Murray misses. LeBron James, watch this little half-court lob to Anthony Davis for the layup. Davis, 22 points, 14 rebounds, 54 third quarter. Jokic and Murray, two-man game going. Jokic on the drive and jam. Then Jokic hands off to Murray for the little runner. Then it's Murray driving and finding Jokic for the floater. And Denver suddenly up by 13 points and in control. Fourth quarter, Jamal Murray from the corner for 3. He had 13 points and 6 assists as he's working himself back. Later in the fourth, Nikola Jokic steals it and outlets to Bruce Brown, who gets the jam. Jokic's numbers in this one: 31 points, 13 rebounds, 9 assists, 4.
After missing Tuesday night's game for the Clippers, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander gets the steal and finds Lou Dort for a two-handed slam. OKC's up 19 to 10. In the second quarter, John Wall grabs the offensive rebound. He finishes with the reverse lay-in. OKC up 45-39. John Wall finds Reggie Jackson for the transition three-pointer. He nails it. Score is tied at 48. Halftime, Zubac with the putback slam here. 2 hands for safety. Scores tied at 73. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander spin move and finishes with the layup. OKC up 83 to 75. John Wall flies down the court and finishes one-handed slam. Wall had 17.6 assists in 21 minutes off the bench. And then George drives with the one-handed slam. George had 10 points and 7 boards. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander gets the steal and the fast break layup. SGA with 24 points, 6 assists, getting set to take on Kevin Durant and the Brooklyn Nets. First quarter action. Kyrie Irving drives to the rim for the layup, plus the foul. He makes the free throw. Score is tied at 12 apiece. Luka Doncic pulls up for the step-back three-pointer, knocks it down. Dallas is up 30 to 23. For Brooklyn, Kevin Durant, he puts the ball on the floor, stops, pops, drops it in. Brooklyn's up 49 to 43. Doncic misses the shot, but gets it back. This time finishes 2 hands for safety. Halftime score, Dallas is up 61 with a crossover. He finds his way in the paint. Floater is good. Brooklyn's up 71-68. Then in the third, Luka Doncic goes off. A little hezzy off the glass with the right hand plus the foul. He makes the free throw. This time, top of the key, gets all the way in the gut, lays it in. Now he's got the ball, turns his back, and this time finds his teammate underneath Max Kleber for the layup. Doncic with the over-the-head pass. Doncic, 15 points, 5 rebounds, 3 assists in the third quarter. In the fourth, Kyrie Irving, he pulls up for a three-pointer. Kevin Durant this time's got the ball, puts it on the floor. He pulls up, elbow jumper is good. Kyrie got the ball, top of the key, pulls up, deep three this time, knocks it down. Kyrie Irving, 39 points, 7 rebounds, 4 blocks, 3 steals. Luka Doncic layup. Kevin Durant is called for goaltending. The play would be reviewed and then changed to a block. You can see with the benefit of replay. Dallas is up by 2, 112-110. For Brooklyn, Ben Simmons steals it from Doncic, drops it to Durant on the other end for the dunk. Kevin Durant, 37 points and 5. Luka Doncic in overtime pulls up for the jumper. It's good. Luka makes the behind the back pass to Reggie Bullock for the three-pointer. He knocks it down. Luka, top of the key, crossover, comes back, gets in the paint. Floater is good. Doncic, 41 points, 14 assists, 11 rebounds for another triple-double. While Durant shoots free throws, a fan throws a cup on the court. Play stops. They have to clean it up. Go at it. De'Aaron Fox drives in for the layup plus the foul. Fox had 27 points, 6 rebounds in the game. After he makes the free throw, they're up 19-11. Then, Ja Morant's turn in the paint, takes the bump, drops the floater in. Desmond Bane has a strong first half for the Grizz. Takes the handoff, drains the three from the top of the key. Then Bane hits the step back three just before the clock expires. Bane had 15 points in the half. Domantas Sabonis drops a dime to a cutting Keegan Murray for the slam. Murray, 18 points, 7 rebounds in his first career start. Ja Morant with the ball in transition, crossover, and acrobatic layup. Ja Morant through traffic, no problem. Memphis up 82-76. Desmond Bane drills the pull-up three late in the shot clock. Bane had 31 points, 6 rebounds. Warriors trying to bounce back after a blowout loss in Phoenix on Tuesday. Jimmy Butler and the Heat coming off a 21-point blowout win in Portland on Wednesday. Butler finds Adebayo for the runner, tied at 27 apiece. Steph Curry misses the three. Andrew Wiggins is there for the putback layup. Draymond Green finds Steph Curry, who finds the bottom of the net for three. Steph Curry, he's got the ball, he keeps it, drives in for the layup. Golden State up 59-50. In the second quarter, good Heat ball movement. Kyle Lowry finds Jimmy Butler for three. Then Heat in transition. Lowry again finds Butler for the transition layup plus the foul. But in the third, Jimmy Butler jab steps. He hits the three. Butler, 27 points, 8 assists, 6 steals. Steph Curry lobs it up to Wiseman for the alley-oop. Curry with the nice placement. Wiseman with a two-handed finish. Jordan Poole kicks it ahead. Steph Curry knocks down the three. Golden State up 88-82. For the Heat, Bam Adebayo pulls up. He knocks down the jumper. Adebayo had 26 points and 8 rebounds. Fourth quarter, Steph Curry starts to take over. Crosses up Tyler Hero, pulls up for three. This time, Curry kicks it to Klay Thompson for three. Curry misses the three attempt, but gets it back. Drains the second one. Bottom of the net. Curry pulls up for the jumper. Knocks it down. Curry, 33 points, 9 assists.